for Nvidia. Third quarter revenue beating analyst estimates, $35.1 billion. Analysts were looking for $33.25 billion. Data center revenue, which is the key part of Nvidia's business here, $30.8 billion. Analysts were looking for $29.14 billion. So that is a beat as well. You're looking at Nvidia shares moving slightly lower in the after hours trade right now, about 4%. In terms of fourth quarter, Vonnie, fourth quarter revenue will be $37.5 billion, plus or minus 2%. Once again, $37.5 billion, plus or minus 2%. Analysts were looking for $37.1 billion. As for the gross margin for the quarter that ended, 75%, right in line with what analysts had anticipated. And there's some commentary on demand for the existing chip, Hopper, and the next generation chip, Blackwell. Nvidia says Hopper demand and Blackwell anticipation is, quote, incredible.
Well, and this is just it, Scarlet. So the stock is down about 5% as it tries to digest, this market tries to digest these headlines. The next quarter, which is fiscal fourth quarter, revenue coming in at $37.5 billion, plus or minus 2%. Now, the estimate was for 37.1, so it is a beat, but that potential minus 2% might be what is impacting this market. So we'll have to see what Jensen Huang says. We're also getting the adjusted gross margin coming in at 73% to 74%. Pretty in line. The estimate there was for 73.5%. So it does seem like Jensen Huang is putting out numbers here and putting out statements to tell this market, look, everything is going to be fine, everything is going to be great, but perhaps there's some profit taking.
Yeah, and just you mentioned Jensen Huang. He said the age of AI is in full steam. Caroline Hyde still with us. Caroline, is Huang known to be kind of conservative in guidance?
In guidance, but they're not in talk. And I think what's interesting in his talk is he says demand for Hopper, which is, of course, the previous generation, and anticipation of Blackwell, which they say in full production, are incredible. Now, does that mean anticipation of Blackwell going into full production, or is he trying to already alleviate the market that it is in full production? There's also the so-called whisper numbers.
Yes.
Now, yes, we're seeing basically good, strong forecasts for the fiscal fourth quarter. But when you look at the diversity coming from analysts, Loop Capital are out there saying we're going to see $43 billion in their fiscal fourth quarter. And if you're guiding to less than that, maybe it just takes out some of the over and above anticipation for where we are driving forward in terms of revenues.